You know, nobody has ever put on a show quite like my first guest. Ever since the 1994 opening, they thrilled Broadway audiences until America demanded they take the show on the road. I know every time I go to New York, I watch the show. Now I'm glad they're on the road so I can take my kids and bring other people. And tonight, they're going to be a taste of what everybody's been talking about. I suggest you check it out. Put your hands together for the cast of the 4-time Tony Award-winning show, Bringing the Noise, Bringing the Funk.
Best you got. Ain't about winning or losing, but loving the things you do. When you bring the noise, you better bring the funk, because the drummer's try to funk ya. Can if you're real, ain't about dealing with no bogus stuff. You step old stuff, long as it be bold. Bring in, come on, come on, come on. Hip-hop cracking, snapping, you bating. Stop so shuffling, Lindsay hopping, West Coast popping, talking to hesitation, switch up to no breaking, black and bottom doing the bump. Cause when you bring a noise, you got to bring the funk. Get up.
I made everybody I knew go see the show. Since I came to LA, I went to see the show, man. When you're on the road, I'm gonna go see the show.
All right.
All right. Now I want it's Big and Lynn Reynolds, Derek Grant. Once again, we're gonna try. Everybody introduce yourselves.
My name is Chris Scott.
My name is Jimmy Tate.
My name is Dennis Duff.
My name is David Chapman.
We're passing on back. Oh, y'all were old.
My name is Tom Silcott.
And I'm Dominique Kelly.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, Hollywood, hold that.
Man, first I want to say I'm glad the show went on the road. I mean, because it was just so happening in New York. I used to beg them, when I'm going to go on the road. He said, we don't know. I said, I know you got to take it on the road. So have you enjoyed being on the road? Because I went, there's bigger theaters on the road, right? In New York, you had the smaller theater. Because I used to sit in the theater in New York. I was kind of like, and I have my own funk noise going on right here. So now y'all in the bigger theaters, and I'm like sitting here watching, and I'm watching people trip out on the show. So have y'all enjoyed the road trip?
It's been a wonderful, wonderful,
Most definitely.
wonderful thing. We've done so many cities, we forget where we are. But people have been so receptive to the show.
Because I went, everybody was loving it, man. They were digging it.
It's the only show, the first show that I've been a part of, that the audience is right at the lip of the stage at the end of the performance. Everybody's up on their feet
They're
at the
digging
lip of the stage. Yeah.
Cool. Now,
It's really the blessing. City to city's really the blessing.
let me ask you now. You had to step in, like, you know, everybody was Savion.
Yeah.
That was some hard, you know, so hard tap shoes.
Most
to step
definitely,
in.
most definitely.
And you went in there, brother, and wore it out.
Well, I think, I mean, I just admired dancing alongside of Savion and as his understudy for 2 years and really watching him and seeing how you do the role and see how you dance, you know what I mean? I just learned a lot about the art form and a lot about my skills. So when it was my turn, I just trusted the fact that I had watched him enough and I could trust myself and make it happen. Just open up and let
your
go.
own stuff. All right. Now, see, I saw some of y'all in New York, too. Now, when you're on the road, do you miss being in New York, or do you like the road more?
It's got good, you know, good points and bad points. Like, you know, I felt like I was in a routine in New York because I was there for like almost 2 years, you know, with Off-Broadway and Broadway. But, you know, with tour, you get to see different types of people, different types of responses to the show. And just overall, you know, that a wide variety of people is seeing what you have to say and getting the message we're trying to communicate.
It's nice to get that new audience, that fresh audience, right?
Yeah.
Now, one thing is people don't understand, people have not seen, I don't know who you are, but those who have not seen the show, some people think it's the history of tap. They go like it's black history and tap. It's not the history of tap. It's tap telling the history of black Americans, which is really the history of America. So you got let people know black history is American history, and it's just not in the books all the time, but it is history. And it's just done in such an innovative way. Anytime you can take an art form and tell a story, tell a history, because a lot of people, I know a lot of people went to the show. I remember when I was in New York, and some people sit there like this. I like the tapping. The message kind of scared me. Because they wanted to just see the performance, but some weren't ready for what the story was. Because they're talking about
honest.
They're talking about lynchings. They're talking about when all the blacks came up north and thought it was gonna be a better life, and really caught up in the same trick bag. And this tapping shows that the frustration comes out with tap. And my drummers. See, now you got to see these brothers throw down the drummers. Now I have to ask. Do y'all play the real drums? Do y'all sit down and put down a real drum set also?
Yeah, we both play. Actually, there's 3 of us, and all 3 of us play the drums, you know. And we also play the buckets, you know. It came up as a gimmick thing, you know.
No, it's not a gimmick. You know what? I take a line from your show. You take nothing and make something. And that's what has always been history. And that's basically what happened. Now, all you people who have not checked out the show, man.
People over there.
That's right. You got some folks over here?
That's our people.
I got the crew. All right, got them over here. All right, now. They're going to be in L.A. until April 26th. Upcoming stops include Philadelphia, Boston. And the show is running on Broadway, so make sure you check them out. And your Siri, Derek Grant, Cass from Bringing Noise, Bringing the Funk. Y'all bad. Thank you, Vicky Lynn. Thank y'all so much for coming out. In the house. In the house.